Hi, good day, and welcome to my it's my third episode on Monopoly Madness, Admat's Monopoly Madness. And today we're doing a question dedicated to the first community chest on the Monopoly board. So we already did one for Go, one for Mediterranean Avenue, and today is community chest. And today's question is going to be a logs question, guys. Okay? So you see me walking back and forth as usual. It's just to make sure that my camera is on. Now, I already did a full video on logs, a complete video from beginning to end. All you need to do is go on YouTube, type in I love lessons, one word, don't forget the S here, space and logs. L-O-G-S. And the first video to come up will explain logs from beginning to end. But today is just a practice question, and I specifically chose this question because it's tricky, right? And it's a good question to do before your exam as a practice question. So let's get to this question and see what problems we encounter, guys. So the first thing you're going to notice is LG. Usually when you have a log, you have a base, like base 3. You notice all the small numbers are missing. Well, you notice the letter O is also missing. In logs, anytime you see LG, the base is automatically 10. Okay, so you need to know that. So over here, the base is 10, the base is 10, the base is 10, the base is 10. So let's look at one of the rules. Let's see what we can actually do to simplify this expression. Well, I'm going to leave the base 10 to the imagination for the time being. There seems to be an addition sign here, and a base 10 here, and a base 10. So immediately this rule should come to mind. Log A plus log B is equal to log A multiplied by B. Alright, but you're only allowed to use this if the bases are the same, and if here is squeaky clean, and if here is squeaky clean, meaning nothing here and nothing here. There's a little problem here. Don't get me wrong, I know the base is 10, so the bases are definitely the same. Here is squeaky clean, but over here there's an annoying 2. So here is not squeaky clean, so we can't actually use the rule yet. However, lucky for us, if I have B multiplied by log A, I can always take the B and throw it over here to make it a power. That's rule 3. So let's do that. Take the 2 from here and move it to over here. So this whole thing, the A gets a power. This comes like A and this comes like B in the formula. Alright, and the same thing goes over here. There's log X plus 4 log G. This 4, let's throw it over here. So here's squeaky clean and here's squeaky clean. And we can apply this formula to both sides of the equal signs individually. How does that sound? Sounds good? Sounds like a plan? Alright. So here's squeaky clean, here's squeaky clean. We're going to get LG log 10, and over here it's going to be what? X plus 2 squared, and we have to multiply by 4, because you have to multiply whatever is here by whatever is here. How about over here? LG X multiply by 3 to the power 4. In both instances, once again, we're applying this rule. Okay? Alright, now here's something you probably didn't know. Whenever you have a log on one side and a log on the other side, exactly 1 for 1, and the bases are the same, the logs cancel out. But it only works if there's exactly 1 log and exactly 1 log. It doesn't work for 2 and 2 like this one. You have 2 logs on this side and 2 logs on this side. So someone might say, hey, let's just cancel out all the logs because we have 2 and 2, so it's equal. Doesn't work like that. Only works for 1 and 1. So once we get the logs to cancel out using just a couple of the rules from the formula sheet there that I showed you earlier, look at this. It's no longer a logs question. To me, I think this is going to be a quadratic question. So let's expand the brackets. X plus 2 squared is the same thing as x plus 2 multiplied by a next x plus 2. And you have this annoying 4 here. I'll show you how to deal with that just now. And then you have x here. And 3 to the power 4, if I'm not mistaken, is 81. So by now you're doing add math. So you have to multiply this scenario out first. When we multiply these two, we're going to simplify it and then multiply everyone by 4. So I'm not going to go into detail on how to multiply our brackets. I'm just going to give you the answer for this piece here. When you multiply out this piece, you're going to get x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4, but you still have this 4 on the outside. That's this 4 here. Let me just make sure you understand where this 4 came from. I don't want you to mix it up with this 4. This 4 came when we multiplied out the brackets here. And x by 81 is just 81x. Now we can simplify in the brackets here. 2x plus 2x will give me what? 4x. And we still have to multiply everyone inside here by this 4. So 1x squared by 4 is 4x squared. 4x by 4, well, that's 16x. And 4 by 4 is 16. And this is equal to 81x. So this is a quadratic. It's never x squared, an x and something without an x. But we have a little problem. We can't solve a quadratic unless this side is equal to 0. Well, actually, you can't solve it unless one side is equal to 0. So let's make this side equal to 0. Let's throw across positive 81x. And when I throw it across, it becomes the opposite, minus 81x. And let's simplify here, guys. 4x squared, 16 minus 81. I have a calculator on standby. Let's see. 16 minus 81. And that will give me minus 65x. And then a plus what? 16. And all you need to do is solve this quadratic. There are plenty ways you can solve that quadratic. You can use the quadratic formula. You can use the quadratic equation. But in these series of videos, I will not be solving the quadratic for you because I did a whole set of videos on solving quadratics. All you really need to do is identify A, B, and C. So A is 4, B is minus 65, and C is 16. Once again, if you want to find all my quadratic videos, just type in I love lessons, space, and the name of the topic. So you can probably type in quadratic equation or quadratic formula. So it will show you how to solve this quadratic using the quadratic formula, provided that you know A, B, and C. But I will give you the answers to go with it. When you solve this quadratic, let me type it in here. There's a little shortcut on the calculator, but the calculator can actually do it for you. Type in A as 4, B as 65 minus, and C as 16. When you do that, and you solve for x, the final answers will be x is equal to 16, and x will be equal to a quarter. Just double checking my answer. 4 minus 65 and 16. Yep, the answers will be 16 and positive a quarter, guys. So that is how you solve this logs question and get your 2 answers. And this question was dedicated to the first community chess on the Monopoly board. And guys, don't forget, this is just, this series of videos is just to assist you right? You can't watch these series alone and hope to pass your ADMATS exam. You have to combine it with what you learned in school or lessons and of course, if you don't know a topic, you can't be lazy, you know. You have to go and watch back the topics that I suggested here and build up to this. Take my advice, guys. There's no shortcut to finding, to getting that 1 in ADMATS. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of practice. Don't give up, guys, and you're going to reach there. Take care, and soon, I'm going to do the next question just now for you all on the Monopoly board. Take care.